Tejano music over the course of this project and what its relation to ethnomusicology is. So I'll share with you my goal is to show you what I've learned about Tejano music once again. And we're going to start by defining ethnomusicology. Then we will talk about Tejano music, and then we'll get into a little bit of its history. So what is ethnomusicology? In the fewest words possible, ethnomusicology is the study of how and why humans need music. Even when you think back to caveman times, humans have always had this innate drive to create, and this innate drive to take these organized sound waves and turn them into musical experiences. Which brings us to the next part of this, music and emotion. So what I find the most interesting is that when you listen to music, the part of your brain that is responsible for memories is the part of your brain that lights up. So the same way that when you go on a first date, your brain reacts to that, or when you go to a new place or have a new experience, every time you listen to music or go to a performance, that's the same part of your brain that is engaged. So that's why ethnomusicology is such a valuable study, because humans have a very unique ability to connect with music. And because of that, a lot of things are involved in culture. So finally, we're going to give Tejano music a definition. Tejano music is a subgenre of music that fuses Mexican music with the modern American style. So there's the same instruments in like folklorico music and mariachi music, and it's in a style that is pleasing to the American ear. This developed during the time of the Civil War in the same way that jazz music developed in Black communities as a need for a space of belonging and for expression. Something else that's interesting is as time has gone on, and as we've developed new instruments and developed new musical advancements such as synthesizers or using electric instruments, those things have also been prevalent in Tejano music. So as music as a whole has evolved, Tejano music has grown with that. And the need for Tejano music has also grown with the need for civil rights and the need for a place of belonging in American culture. This music developed in the southern border of Texas. So here are some of the instruments. A button accordion is very standard. A classical guitar is very standard. Here's a Tejano band. You can see the electric bass. There is percussion, the accordion, the bajo sexto. Next, here are some mariachi instruments that you can find in Tejano music. This is the most interesting one to me. It's a guitarrón. It's like a guitar with a rounded back, and it has strings that function the same way an electric bass would. So let's look at some notable Tejano artists. So there's Selena, of course. We'll talk about her later. One very notable one is Lydia Mendoza. She is important in Tejano music because she helped develop women's role in Tejano, and she was a very popular artist in like the 30s and 40s, and she has a very beautiful voice. I highly recommend listening to her. We'll talk about Selena next. Not Selena Gomez. We're talking about Selena Quintanilla Perez. She is known as the queen of Tejano music. She was an artist in the 90s and the late 80s, and she's very responsible for developing the vibe and the prevalence of Tejano music, especially in South Texas and the Houston and San Antonio area. A little bit about her story. Her father, Abraham, was in a like barbershop quartet when he was younger called Los Dinos, and they didn't sing any sort of Spanish music, and they didn't have any involvement in Tejano music. So when he had Selena, and he noticed how beautiful her singing voice was, he made it his goal to make sure that she could learn Spanish in order to sing and help learn more about her heritage. Selena's first language is actually English, and she only really learned Spanish to sing, and I find that very interesting. There's actually a movie about her. I highly recommend watching it. So, in summary, Tejano music plays a very big role in Mexican American heritage as well as Texas culture. So, thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you have a great day.